You ever walk into a room and forget why you're there, then check your phone, then forget again? Or you sit down to work, fully motivated, open your laptop, and somehow end up watching a random video that has nothing to do with your life, and you think, wow, my brain is broken. But here's the uncomfortable idea. What if it's not your brain? What if some everyday habits are quietly reducing your intelligence over time? Not in a dramatic way, more like a slow fade you don't notice until thinking starts to feel harder than it used to. Let's start with the first one, the constant consumer. This is when you're always taking something in, music while working, videos while eating, scrolling while resting. Silence feels weird. But your brain needs quiet to process information. That's when memories connect and ideas form. When there's constant stimulation, your brain never gets that space. Over time, focus drops. Deep thinking feels exhausting, not because you're incapable, but because your brain has been trained to expect nonstop input. And here's the twist. Consuming information feels productive, but it's not the same as thinking. Then there's the autopilot habit. You take the same route, eat the same food, have the same conversations, do things without really thinking. Ever drive somewhere and realize you don't remember the last few minutes? That's your brain on autopilot. Routines save energy, but when everything becomes routine, your brain stops building new connections. Creativity drops, flexibility drops, learning feels harder. It's not age, it's lack of mental novelty. Another one is overconfidence in your head. You hear something and immediately think, yeah, I already know that. You stop listening. You stop questioning. Psychologically, certainty feels smart, but intelligence grows from curiosity, not certainty. When you assume you already understand things, your brain exits learning mode. Over time, your thinking becomes shallow without you realizing it. The smartest people are often the most comfortable saying, I'm not sure. Then there's emotional avoidance. You scroll to avoid boredom, stay busy to avoid stress, distract yourself to avoid uncomfortable thoughts. But emotions are information. When you avoid them, reflection disappears, and without reflection, decision-making and problem-solving weaken. That mental fog people complain about? Often it's unprocessed thoughts piling up. So here's the real question. Which one felt a little too familiar? The good news is, this isn't permanent. Brains adapt to how you use them. More silence, more curiosity, more discomfort. Next time you reach for your phone out of boredom, pause for a second. Let your mind wander. That's where intelligence quietly grows. So which habit are you breaking first? If this made you think, stick around. Your brain likes this kind of workout.